15 minutes of grinding just to get enough money to get the best weapons and armor in the game. It's kind of nice. Sorry about the black belt bracer or whatever, but anyway. So.
Black belt and the racer.
Oh, might help if I actually sell the monsters first.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? I mean, I spent all that time. What?
No, not more. Oh boy. And now we're doing it for realsies. Valen's Fortress.
Still don't know where Bell and Duke went.
Or Smokey and Blood.
Yeah, I think they show up in the ending. Like, somebody's training them to do push-ups. And they're like, yeah, just you wait. We're going to buff up and eventually beat you.
So glad I made it!
Kind of up in my face there.
He actually backed up.
Oh. I think he was like, oh, what? You're about to say you love me? And she's just saying, well, making pumpkin pie.
Is that a euphemism?
You know, I thought of that as soon as it left my mouth, but I didn't want to say it out loud, so...
Is it a double entendre?
Yeah, and Claire will be with me, I guess. Did you make enough for everybody?
Splat.
Actually, I thought I heard a thud.
That was him turning into lava.
What if, like, he just tries to say goodbye, but since he's a dragon, accidentally, like, belches out fire and, like, roasts Selena on the spot?
Fatality. What, you do? He just flies away.
What if she misses?
Like that?
Oh. He doesn't say goodbye to Mint.
Yeah. She didn't deserve it. Just don't transform back. Just stay a dragon. Breathe fire on it.
Who said she could wake up? Oh, so yeah, speaking of those VHS tapes you gave me at one point.
Yeah.
What I have left is, I think, like, Tenchi Muyo, the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, Tomb Raider.
I cannot believe I was so into Tenchi Muyo back in the day. I was, like, really into it. That's not, it's not good.
I mean, I can't judge if I was into Sailor Moon back in the day.
I think we all were, dude. Like...
But I'm not gonna lie, like, I always found the Tenchi girls repulsive.
I know you did.
Like, some more than others. I mean, like...
The only one you, like, really liked was Ryoko. I know you, man.
Oh, really? Don't confuse me with Nyx, bro. He actually made a thread about that one time, like, and that's why, out of all the anime girls, Ryoko is the one for me. And I'm like... What? No, I could not let it go. I could not let a guy have his opinions about a fictional girl. I was like... and remember, then he knew I hated Ryoko so much, like, one of the Magic Megonian the Gathering sets that he made, Like instead of a Sarah card for, as like the companion card to Sarah's night,
Yeah.
like you pair them up, they're the strongest together, or however magic works. I admit I don't know. He like had a picture of Ryoko just with a pissed off face on it, knowing that that's like the most unattractive way you can portray a character that I already despise and find the opposite of sexy in any way. But I tell you, don't get me wrong, Ayaka's close in terms of like repulsiveness. And then
I hated Ayaka.
I used to hate Miyoshi the most, but I think no, she'd be in third place. And Kione, gotta say no. And Washu, definite no. There's like nothing cute about Washu, even though she thinks she is. And there's a few things worse than that, than a girl who thinks like, she's really charming you, and she's totally not.
And he's dead.
Well, no, I did find a worse thing. Ryoko basically thinks she's a sex goddess, and she's not. Okay, she's like, God, the double slap in that scene from the second movie. Oh, love it. First, that girl, whatever her name, Mayuka, was that it?
You have a better memory than I do.
Well, that's amazing. You're the one who owned that movie.
Yeah, and I was like happy with it.
But you know which character I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
like
that was,
first she runs in and slaps Ryoko for like basically leaving her to die in a tree of starvation, or find a way to climb down. And then like Tenchi got fed up with her and slapped her. I'm like, yes. I do not, man. That is the only time I promise that I would ever advocate hitting a woman, is when Tenchi and Mayuka or have whatever her name was, like slapped her. Oh, so satisfying. I'm sorry, but she was crazy. There is nothing less sexy than an insecure woman who thinks she's hot and then gets jealous over, you liking somebody else when it isn't even true. Like, just crazy with jealousy. She, like that face she makes at the I'm on a roll now. That face she makes right before Tenchi like slaps her to her senses, where he's like, "Stop it!" It's like slow
the echo.
That face she has where she's like, "Tenchi!" I'm like, okay, this woman is crazy. All right. I mean, it was like. Anyway, so yeah, my point is, like, that was one of like the not like, it was like a harem anime that wasn't like naughty, had like nude scenes and constant as close to sex as you can possibly get situations, but never. It was like the first harem anime as far as I remember that I knew of, and this is not a desirable harem in any way, form, or fashion.
Yeah, no, it's like to the point now. It's like I hate the entire genre. Like that genre, I don't like it. It's
yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. It's like, dude, I mean, I love me some anime girls, but dang, I do not want to see this. Like, it's so awkward and uncomfortable. And I just don't have, like, this fantasy that some guys genuinely seem to have of having, like, 5 women after them at once and always fighting each other. There's something, like, so narcissistic about wanting that, you know?
Yeah.
I just wonder how this would do if I just get the big guy. Ugh. Can I reach you?
It looks like you are, but you're not.
Yeah.
What's the triangle skill?
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. It's a headbutt.
Ah, gotcha.
And it doesn't seem to be working out.
It's always hold for final strike.
Yeah, we tried to do that and we couldn't figure out like what we were doing wrong. Just gonna kind of oop. Good music right here, by the way.
Yeah.
I think I could have gone further. I think this part was a bit of a maze. Might be a dead end right here. No.
No, I think it is. I think it is.
Nice.
This is a...
It's like, Okay, like, the only Tenchi girl, if you even count her, God, I hope there wasn't, like, a attempted romance there, but, like, that I liked among the Tenchi girls, again, if you even count her, and I hope you can't, was Sasami.
She's a child.
But I mean,
no.
not in that way. You know, it's just like she has a nice personality.
Huh.
Well, I lost track of where I was at, so
Well,
we're in a bit of trouble.
starts with P that rhymes with T, stands for pool.
I think you meant
Yeah,
starts
I
with
did.
T and run. God, we watched the stupidest crap in Mr. Stroud's music class. Oh, okay, cool. Up to the next level.
Oh, cool. More platforming.
And it's timed. Oh, I think time starts when you just pass this. Ugh.
Gotta go.
Nope. Not until I'm confident in my jump.
Oh, they give you way too much time.
Oh, it gets. If I recall, it gets worse. They put more obstacles in your way.
Oh, they just the amount of time is the same. It's just it gets more complicated.
Yep. I like these raptor guys,
Ow.
but thanks to my black belt, I can only do chip damage. Did I get a coin for them yet? No. What's this guy? Oh, it is a raptor guy. Okay. Sorry, did not mean to belch in the same sentence.
Oh, that seems alright.
Really takes out some MP though.
Wow,
Just barrel
that's
through.
great. Oh, big guy, smash. That is not the big guy.
I think I lost him. And I mean, well, he's not even in here, so you
Oh.
can't. I can't like get this anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was just if you still happen to have it, you get a nice little surprise. There's no way that could be mandatory.
That dash is real nice, though. Uh-huh. Nice dead end.
Aha! So that's what that was for, to fight him.
Oh, right. So now you have him back in the rotation.
Alright, that's cool, that's cool. Makes the game more challenging. You know I always gotta say that.
Yeah. His fucking face.
Let's start getting some MP back here. Just in case I need it.
More dashing.
Door dashing?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage. That's little damage. They must be resisting.
And those guys munching on my ass, kinda. Do
It's
some damage there.
really do some damage.
Oh, that was one of the last things I played on my last shift at work, actually, was the GOAT segment with Adam Sandler. I think the very last thing was Film Brain's review of Triple X. You remember that,
Vin Diesel movie?
yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. It just... Why does it sound like a porn?
Because Triple X is also like porn. Like, I remember the final credits. I think used "Adrenaline" by Rush or Bush.
Bush. Speaking of porn.
Adrenaline keeps me in the game.
Okay, so we gotta find a fire-breathing lizard guy. I think.
Those slimes don't do fire? The red slimes? Yeah, they absolutely do. That's fire.
Oh, I thought they were just like coins. Or no, it
What?
looks like I did have to do that. Otherwise, there's no way to.
Oh, they have ice. Or do they have both?
Yeah, I saw them breathe fire at first.
I mean, yeah. All right. I think both would have worked. Ow.
These guys are still kind of slapping me around a little bit, even with my best armor on.
Nope, doesn't count. That's
I mean,
the wrong kind of fire. That's ice. Now the dog seems kind of fast. Is that my imagination, or is he actually running faster?
I don't know, but I really need an HP restore. Why did I do that? Alright, I think there's 2 more arenas after this.
Nice. Nice.
It's nice that I don't take
Nice.
damage. So that's why I can kind of hurry to my heart's extent without worrying about... Nope.
Death. That was probably it too. Uh-oh. Getting a little close.
You can cut a little close on these nuts.
You wish? Well, it's not your nuts, but...
Whoa. That's just so annoying.
Are they actually gonna kill you? Doing 1 point of damage at a time?
Oh, nice.
Wait.
It gave me 30 HP.
Did it? I was about to say, we can rewind that and make sure. Guess they didn't want to heal you fully.
You're annoying. Knock it off.
Not as annoying as this. There's got to be a form that's better than...
Yeah, but also way less defense, so I'm not...
Oh, right.
You know what? Just... Let's see what it does. I got plenty of coins.
Oh, one shot. One shot.
Oh, never mind. They're
one
only...
shot.
Yeah. Could have made that a lot easier on myself before.
I mean, did you not remember you were one-shotting them in the hallway?
Wow. Just totally not reaching, huh? Does the headbutt work? Either way, I'm pretty sure I needed that.
Most likely. And you're dead.
Plenty more where that came from. Really? Okay, well, it's not that unfair. I think we went that way before, so let's go this way. And I believe this is where I got killed.
That took way too long to get back. Jeez. How unfair. Wow. 2 in 1 hit.
Busted 2 Riptor heads together. tell if I'm going in circles.
I don't. I'm already lost. I have no idea.
Oh.
Good.
That was lucky.
Yeah.
That could have taken way longer. Yep, well, here we go.
I don't think you could have done much better.
Alright, I believe this is the last one before we start doing bosses and stuff.
Bosses and stuff.
Alright, let's try right first. We'll try down. Trying to keep this in mind while I'm... Ouch. Get some more chloroseptic, bro. Or whatever that was. Okay, well, did that actually do anything, beating those two guys? Or actually, I think this took me to another... No, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Maurice.
You did?
You did?
Alright, I don't know if this is the same place I was just at where I just uselessly killed
It
these.
all looks the exact same. Like, whatever.
But I mean, like, this exact same thing happened here in this area where I killed, like, two guys that appeared and then went back to my original teleportation device. Okay, no, obviously it was different. Because I remember when I teleported back the first time, I could only go left instead of right. Try this guy's coin. Maybe he doesn't drop a coin. Here, I'm gonna turn into a evil scoop of ice cream and see how much.
Evil scoop of ice cream.
You know where that came from?
I do not.
Oh, Spoonie.
Oh, I thought you were just making fun of the enemy.
He liked to say it about an enemy model that constantly comes up in Final Fantasy games.
Oh, you mean like clans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the evil scoops of ice cream. Woo! Woo! What? Yeah. I'm determined.
You just gotta believe.
Haha.
Is that enough for a coin?
No, I don't care. Because now we're done with that part.
Yeah.
You're a little too heavy, buddy. Yeah!
We're going down.
Yeah! Crash. Yeah! Oh, I forgot this part too. And without magic, oh well, I got the Cerberus thing, so I gotta make all the rooms look like this one.
Oh, right. I forgot about this part of the dungeon.
I remembered that it showed up in Mint's story, but I didn't remember it showing up in Rue's.
I remember also having to, like, carry balls around.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
What are you saying about carrying balls around?
Yeah, there's like a puzzle where you have to carry colored balls. Yeah, like that. That colored ball.
Oh.
You see, carrying a ball around.
I don't remember if, like, do I have to, like, drop it off somewhere before I can get the next one?
I think, yeah. Ball.
Okay. You know what? I'm about tired of you doing that tail whip on me that's so annoying. You're going down, buddy.
We're going down.
Okay, so then we just cool off these two.
Nice.
And you gotta turn back into Rue to actually pick it up.
And then go all the way back. Unless you can carry multiple balls at once, which I don't know if you can. I don't remember carrying multiple balls.
Me neither, so I'm just not even gonna worry about it. Tried it. Could have just gone back in the direction.
Yeah, it would have been faster.
Actually, I think you have to do this last one too, like, just blow them out and then just light them back again.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Because it's like, this is the model you're going off of in the first place. What?
And now you're out of MP.
That's annoying.
Well, you suck.
Why did the other... Didn't I light the other flame, or did it go out?
You missed.
Yep, see, already at 97 again. So, like, those coins are just worthless. Outside of bronze coins. Okay, let's try this again. Out. Out.
Missed.
How is that missing?
Missed.
Okay. Whatever you say there, Threads of Fate. You're the boss.
You're the dog now.
You mean you're the man now, dog?
You're the man now, dog.
Remember that video? Well, actually, what do you call it? The one that was like, all day long, I think about sex. But it's like a repeating GIF, right? So like,
yeah. Oh, that's what the website was all about.
With you. With you. Okay, so.
Correct.
This out.
Yep.
Fire this up.
Yep.
And then win this thing.
Correct. Fan the flames.
Done.
This is how it should be done. This is how it should be done. The style, done. Pew, pew.
What is that?
The mindless self-indulgence song. Isn't that one that they had that like Pikachu AMV?
I thought that was the one that was like, them bitches love me because they know that I can
That's
rock.
the same song.
Oh, okay. That's the part of the song I remember then.
Bitches love me because they know that I can rhyme. Bitches love me because they know that I can fuck. Bitches love me because they know that I'm on time.
When I rock the projects or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easier than you, buddy. So, if I get past you, I'm pretty sure I can handle it.
Like, haven't we done this song and dance before? Don't we already know I can beat you?
I don't care. I'm picturing him saying that like Tyson. I don't care.
I don't care.
Or no, he says, like I care.
I will not.
This time I have electric barriers, so you can never defeat me, even though I've got the exact same pattern as before. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a little harder since I can't move around as much as I was trying to say freely, but then I was like, should I say much or freely?
Both.
As a remember that?
Yeah.
That was on that CD we were talking about not too long ago. That was like nothing but Ricky Smiley prank phone calls and like song parodies. Hey, speaking of which, speaking of Jeremiah, who gave me that CD, I was telling like somebody at work. I don't remember how we got into the conversation, but I was telling them about like stuff that happened at my first job with it. I think that was your second, right? Because you were like janitor at Westside for a year before that.
I was, yeah.
But like one of the things that you and Jeremiah started doing, because you knew it like kind of annoyed me in a somewhat tongue-in-cheek way. I wasn't seriously pissed off, but I was just like, guys, stop. That thing, like Jeremiah made up the Duran's dance grooves. He made that up, and then it's like, so he did that in.
Ain't no lie.
Yeah.
Lie.
Was that an NSYNC song? What?
Yeah. It was.
So it's like, yeah, if it were Duran's dance grooves, with the homoeroticism, it'd be more like, ain't no lie. Bye. Oh, Kevin Hyde thought that was hilarious. I was like, yeah, there was one time it was like, I just I noticed in the back of my mind that Landis and Jeremiah disappeared for a bit. So, I just kind of ignored it, but, again, it was like kind of to the side. And I just finished up my kitchen duties, and then I just walked out, and y'all were just sitting there just waiting for me to come out.
Yeah.
Like, right out of the kitchen. And you, like, looked at each other for a split second, like ready? And then, together in unison, ain't no lie. I'm like, well, he might get me because I started at a low HP. I was softened up. So, I don't think this should count. This is kind of good dire boss music right here. I like it. Wait, I both got a free hit on him and
that's already happened. That's the second time that's happened, actually.
No. All right, I'm gonna. Well, I was like, I'm gonna give my best.
No,
I forgot that this dude actually opens his eyes sometimes. But just ran right into that. Well, it is invisible, so it does kind of pose an obstacle. I just realized I don't have to jump behind him. I can just
run around.
Yeah, somehow he can't turn around fast enough to keep up with me.
Around the outside, around the outside. I've created a monster because no one wants to see Martian no more. They want Shady on chopped liver. If you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weakness was hard looking.
Wow, this makes it so much easier when I don't try to hop around.
Jump up, to get down. Wow, everything is a music reference.
House of Pain, right?
Yeah.
The fact that I actually knew the correct band of that song.
Yep. Impossible. Inconceivable. I thought you said to the death. You said you were gonna, like at the cost of your life. Oh. Okay.
He wanted to die? Well, okay. we could say like he died in his duty to protect Doll Master. Okay, I mean, I guess it does make sense. Yeah, including like the very first boss of the game that I'm probably going to kill in like 3 hits and can only do 1 point of damage to me now, so. And if I lose to that, then truly I should retire in shame from gaming forever. Oh, that kind of sucks. I don't have an HP meter to go off of.
Interesting. Skating around.
He can still do a decent amount of damage to me, considering like this was back during like the halfway point of the game. Or maybe they're leveled up a bit from what they originally were, to ensure that it's not just like you can't just totally tank them. You know, with being so much more leveled up and having the best weapons and armor by that time. And some are just like random monster rooms.
Yeah. Odd choice. Oh no, you're being attacked by your past. Here's some random trash mobs. Wow.
What a nightmare, Psycho Master.
Yeah, I know.
I can't begin to relate the trauma that I'm feeling. The negative effects it had on me. I actually did some damage. A little bit, considering.
How you enjoying that humble pie?
Who's this guy?
Red.
Oh, this dude. Oh no, I just hate this fight. It's like, why all of a sudden is he just vulnerable? Does standing there make you vulnerable? Like standing in one place too long? Well, try not doing that. Stay mobile.
You got tiled.
Yeah, I've noticed I only do about the same amount of damage as I did the first time. But he only has like 100 HP, so. Ow. Reversed on me. Never mind, that was less than 100. He only took 4 hits. What a loser.
I'm sorry, you hit him for 25 damage 4 times. How's that not 100 damage?
They weren't all 25, some of them were less. So it doesn't quite add up to 100. That's right. I'm being mouthy about this. I'm being a know-it-all. A show-off. Oh, I didn't even have to do the random monster rooms. I just had to do the bosses. Now this, okay. Yeah, this battle's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I am gonna need to focus here.
Alright, so you will be needing that humble pie. I'll go warm it up real quick.
Well, I'm being like preemptively humble by saying I'm gonna have to try hard.
Rude. I am also Rue.
I think Jackie Chan said that to Chris Tucker once. You are not my brother. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Or at least we were brothers. I don't know who the fuck you are no more. You know who I am? I'm the nigga you wish you could be. I seriously wonder if that dude like went on to like do professional acting, because even though it was meant for comedic purposes, I kind of believed it.
Yeah.
The shame and outrage that Luigi feels at being
player fucking 2. So that's how it's gonna
All my life, I lived in your shadow. Not once did I ever complain about the way shit was. I've been there for you since day one. And you gonna say some bullshit like that to me? I love you, Elle. But you better pray to God that you don't fucking miss. That was really good.
Yeah.
You know what she told me when I untied her? She said the dude pulls up in his van and tells her he got candy in the back. I said, bitch, what are you, 7? Who falls for that?
It doesn't matter, Mario.
It's your job. Excuse me, mother. But last time I checked, I am a plumber, okay? I plumb shit. I didn't ask for any of this hero stuff. Hey, did you see that in the first LP when we just, Claire first came up, I inserted the audio clip from Breakfast Club? Claire? Yes, Claire, it's a family name. Oh, it's a fat girl's name. Oh, well, thank you. You're welcome.
What a good movie.
Actually, I saw a video, like, sometime in between now and the last time I was here, last time we worked on Threads of Fate LP,
Yeah.
was a YT video about like deleted scenes. It was like 20 minutes worth of deleted scenes from Breakfast Club. Most of them were actually pretty bad, and I'm kind of glad they kept them out.
Yeah, well, that's why...
It just didn't really add anything.
Yeah.
There was one where, like, you know the part where, towards the beginning, like, the principal comes in, he's just like, wake up! Everybody's asleep, and then he goes, who has to go to the laboratory? And then suddenly everybody's, like, awake and raising their hands. Well, they skip ahead to, like, you know, them being back in the, you know, library for detention, but... Yeah, one of the deleted scenes was him actually like dictating, like walking them to the men's and women's bathrooms and saying like they got exactly 3 minutes. And then like inside, Ali Sheedy's character, what was her name? Basket case, Allison, I think. Mm-hmm. Allison like retreats into the stall and doesn't make a sound. So like Claire's just doing her makeup in the mirror, and all of a sudden she's like. Looks up, she's like kind of looking towards the stall through the mirror, like, you okay? And then when Allison just like never responds, she eventually goes over and like, you know, opens the doors like, did she have a heart attack and die?
Are you dead?
And she's just like sitting there on top of the toilet just eating. Like, I don't know, food she had in her pockets or something. And like, and then Claire's like, okay, that's really disgusting. And then just shuts the door back on her. And like, you know what that is? In a public bathroom, no less. And in the exact place where people, no. I want to spend as little time in a public bathroom as humanly possible. And I literally do not want to eat where I shit.
like literally where the saying comes from.
So be it. So we must fight.
Die.
Yeah, I'm probably going to. I like how he just opens his eyes and suddenly he's enthusiastic instead of sort of, you know, like solemn and well, all right.
It's like he was like, you know, collecting stuff. Because I do feel like, despite, you know, how evil Dollmaster is, he was actually looking at Rue like a brother and wanted him.
I can believe it.
So there is this part of him that doesn't want to fight.
And in a way, in one way, can you really blame him and the other master? Like, they were literally created for this purpose. So, he's kind of locked into villainy. I guess he falls under tragic villain.
Yeah.
Trope.
I suppose. We were just talking about that when we were watching Demon Slayer. It's like, sometimes you have tragic villains, and sometimes the bad guys are just... evil shit.
You really should not try to portray demons from hell in a sympathetic light at all. Like, make them evil like they are supposed to be.
And in Demon Slayer, boy, are they evil.
They are demons and they come from hell. You can't get more evil than that. That's why I don't really. I mean, I know it's all tongue in cheek, but like stories like Bayonetta, where they're like, well, demons are bad, but it's so. But here's how you feel justified inside of them because the angels turn out to be even worse. I'm like, no, you just you can't like reverse the two roles like that.
I mean,
you're still making demons bad too, so I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would want to side with them in any way. Anyway, so...
Well, I mean, she was an umbral witch. She was a witch, man. Like, those are basically her people.
I said we should make, like, the more traditional good guy version and more PG-rated version of Bayonetta. Said we should call it Serenetta.
Yep.
Like, Sarah Winters from Mark Aerith. And instead of, like, killing demons... Well, first of all, she's going to be fighting demons, not angels that are really, really bad. She's going to be fighting actual demons... And when she lands the fish in below, she can do a magic wand attack that turns into a puppy. And then she adopts them, and they run off. And, yeah.
So what you mean is you want Devil May Cry, but Dante's replaced by Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good comparison. Ooh,
that's a...
He can block, too. I forgot. Yeah, when he gets that sparkly thing, you gotta get out of the way, because he's going to do, like, 50 points of damage.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Oh, here comes 50 points of damage. It was 35.
Yeah, we ain't doing too good. And Rue does not have his hat off, so I can't do a block. I just realized that. No.
Don't?
Remember when you all were Let's Racing SMB3?
Yeah.
And Big Bird, you like fell in the wire. It's like you just knew she was gonna get you before you're like, no! And you dodge once, and then next time, leave me alone! You dodge again. And it's like on the third time you knew it. So you went, I hate you! right before it was before she actually like caught you in her mouth and killed you. It's like, but you knew it. You went, I hate you!
No! Leave me alone! I hate you!
Oh boy.
He can block.
Yeah. I'm still slated to lose at this rate, but I'm doing better than I thought for a first try after all these years.
Yeah. Ooh. Nice.
Oh, God. Why did I run into that? Why did I keep running into that?
Whoa! There we go. 35.
I can't take any more of those. Can't take any more of that.
In fact, I don't think you can take much of anything anymore. Oh, alright. Now you're at your last hit. There's absolutely nothing he can do that will do less than 7.
I'm probably going to have to...
There we go. Mazel tov.
I was trying
You're
to
not
estimate...
even using MP. Like,
I was trying to, like, estimate. I think I had 7 or 8 more jump attacks to go before I can get him.
Well, now it's a bunch more. Look, you can block. You're doing it.
Well, for some reason, you just don't get that function unless your hat's off.
But your hat was on and you just blocked.
Cutscene and in-game battle dissonance.
With holding. Good luck.
No!
No!
Now I'm a little nervous.
And you already have max MP.
Luckily, he doesn't travel as long a distance.
There should
as
be
I
a
thought.
challenge run of the game where you cannot fight in Rue's base form. Like, you have to choose something else if you can.
I mean, I guess I can do it voluntarily.
No, not right now. Like, I feel like I wonder if that's like.
You know, I have never tried in any way, form, or fashion, or even just for kicks, to like transform into any other monster to fight this guy.
Yeah, no.
Not even just to like see, you know, if I can somehow do more damage. Yeah, I think he's got me on this one. I'm gonna have to do really good.
I mean, y'all are both about half. It's even. It's even Steven. Your odds are no better if you started clean over.
Okay, I think I was like I'm about 50-50 right there. But when he did the wind attack, grab. Ugh!
Whoa.
Yeah, it seems like when he blocks, that's when he's definitely going to do it as a counter. The hand rush. Luckily, he doesn't travel as far with that as I thought he would.
Oh no, that's not good.
Damn! That kind of...
Okay, now it's not looking too great. Yeah. Alright.
Whoosh. Got some cool sounds with his attacks.
Blah, 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 Dolores.
Jeremiah was very entertained by the way they fought. Yeah.
I mean, I was too.
But he just like he thought it was completely hilarious. No. And actually, when I jumped past him, I was like, "No, he's gonna get me," because for some reason I thought he homed in on you.
I don't let the big bull take care of it.
So she'll find out what's going on. Dick. All right, we're doing good so far.
Shake it off. What's the battle now?
Oh, I thought he got me.
How did you not get grabbed?
I thought he got me. Well, that's it. I must finish the battle with over 35 HP or technically lost, because that last hit should have counted.
Wow, that is...
Well, at this rate, I can do it. Nope. I wasn't going to go for 2. I was too scared.
You should have gone for 3.
No! If he can home in on you, that would make this fight so much harder. Alright, I'm really gonna have to screw up at this point. Now watch me do it.
I was about to say, you tempting fate.
I kind of did it on purpose to see if it would actually happen.
He has as much health left as you have missing.
Ugh. And jump. No.
Oh, that's funny. Uh-oh. Alright.
No, I was determined to get a counter hit in. It's over, Dollmaster. Submit.
All of a sudden he uses a bronze coin and the fight starts over.
We're kind of plagiarizing Wyla's speech here. Don't act like those are totally your words. I still like what they're talking about here.
Yeah.
I was trying to say here and will at the same. I was like skipping ahead 2 sentences to talking about this will versus duty thing. We're not necessarily putting this as good versus evil, but will versus duty. I kind of like that aspect. That perspective.
It's not a duty. You're a duty. Stupid.
So regress back to like 4 or 5 years old. You know what I remember doing at I think it was 5 years old because I'm pretty sure it was kindergarten when it is. But aside from the freaking stupid ass Super Mario, always going around singing that. Like, my favorite commercial jingle was this, like, hey man, it's a yo-yo ball.
I remember yo-yo balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept going around saying that at school. I'm surprised I didn't, like, piss anybody off. Really get on their nerves.
I had a yo-yo ball back in the day.
We were also into slap bracelets at that time.
Yeah, dude. Slap bracelets were dope. My favorite was to throw them in the air and try to, like, slam your wrist into them in the air so they snap on.
Oh, really? We didn't do that.
Yeah.
We just like to take ours off and, like, hook them against each other in midair.
Yeah.
Like, the kindergarten manly version of Arnold Schwarzenegger's and Carl Weathers, like, handshake.
The handshake.
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Dylan!
We also shouted like 10K upon like contact with the slap bracelets. Now 10K, I don't remember where that came from. We just go like, whap 10K.
Is that like a wrestling thing or something?
No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't even know what wrestling was at that time. Again, this was like kindergarten / first grade. So
10K.
It had to have been the name of some other product or something that was a fad at the time. That's all I can think of. But what it was, I have no idea.
Interesting.
Let's see. I kind of have some pity for Dollmaster here.
Oh, you have pity for Dollmaster, but you don't have pity for any of the bad guys in Demon Slayer?
No, you really gonna try that?
The show is called Demon Slayer.
Because I already know you're playing devil's advocate on purpose here.
Demon's advocate. I can't believe you even gave it that much of a chuckle.
Yeah, I think his like last words here, I actually really feel sorry for him. Like, Rue, I wish I'd never been born. Like, damn.
I mean, I agree with all this. Ow.
Well, on to defeat Ballin.
But was he born? Or was he created?
I thought of a most appropriate song to play at this time.
Yeah.
I just want to bust.
Oh, good gracious. Here he is. The last time we saw this guy was like 10 years ago. And we LP'd this a decade ago.
Yep.
Your hat is
Think about
silly.
that. That same amount of time has passed between the time I was born and knew and remembered nothing, and probably when I got my first crush ever in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Abouts. Which to this day, I actually still am ashamed of a little bit.
Whatever. You were so young.
I know. Even then, it's. I think like I actually thought of this just the other day. I was like, I wonder what Mandy Waite's doing. The girl I should have liked.
Yeah.
Like I could see myself if I had the personality then that I do now. I would have liked her instead of Beth Murph, who was actually not that cute and not very nice, and I acted stupid in my own way during my phase crushing on her. Like, immature even for a 10-year-old, I think. Like, totally immature. Like, in fact, in a way that makes me grateful I didn't end up, becoming one of those angry incel types. Or alpha chat, or whatever you want to say. But Mandy Waite was also in our class, and she used to chase me around the playground, and I think it was on purpose because I was still kind of in the girls are icky phase. So I think this was like right before, I got my first crush. But I'm looking back, I'm like, you know what? She was way nicer than Beth. Not quote unquote as smart. See, that's why I liked Beth, because she was like popular in terms of smarts. Like did everything, the class rep type that you'd see in anime maybe. The student president, made straight A's and everything, had all these extracurricular activities and, talents, and that was the kind of person that apparently was my thing. And you know who I blame for that, actually? For putting me in that mindset.
Yeah.
But still, I say that, but the fault is my own for having such poor taste, ultimately. And, I need to, look up Mandy Waite on Facebook and be like, hey, do you remember me? Like, you used to chase me around the playground. I thought you were icky. Well, I'm sorry.
I don't think she's going to take offense, or she ever took offense.
Well, I didn't mean that seriously. But I kind of wonder, this is how I remember, I remember you the best was when you, knew that I wasn't quite in my liking girls. So you were like, well, I'm going to torture this guy by chasing him around the playground. I'm trying to imagine what she'd look like at 40. Or I guess 39. I guess she was my exact age if she was in the same class as me, but same grade. But
39 is just... it might as well be. You can round at that point.
My son, you disappoint me. It almost sounds like a child trying to bargain with his parents.
Yeah.
I'll never ask for anything again, I promise.
Lies.
Now we both know that is a complete lie. Yeah, this is still just your spirit, which looks a lot like physical you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does that mean, if I try to touch you, I won't make contact with anything tangible? It'll just go through you like a ghost? Are you incorporeal right now? I like saying that, by the way. Incorporeal.
Incorporeal.
By the way, were those two things with him?
Yes.
Aha, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. Now I'm going to use Claire as a host. happened? Or did you bring back to life somebody that already existed?
Probably the latter.
So that's not really creating life.
Well, it's creating, like, matter, because... Or did, like, it just teleport her corpse over
How
here?
about I was creating a scenario of me being at your mama's house last night?
And she's a single lady.
Or actually, no. Maybe this wasn't actually Claire. He just, like, created, like, a copy of her. So he could have something physical.
So something was, in fact, created then.
Yeah, so... Okay, well, if that was the case, I take it back.
No, they just teleported her corpse from the ground over here.
So then, like, when he actually does defeat Valen, then he has control of the Duke Prism and can make the wish to actually bring the real Claire back to life.
Oh, no, this is what it's like. No, I'm sorry, Rue. I'm actually a dude.
You remember one of the dating questions Sedina had for you in Thousand Arms was like, would you still love me even if I were a dude?
Yeah.
And I wonder if that was like their way of actually getting you to think hard about, if I say no, does this mean that I'm like bigoted against homosexuality or something like that?
Well, no, because you can have your preference as a person. And, like, if that's a deal breaker for you, then that's a deal breaker for you. That's not bigotry.
It's like, you got a right to preference, so you don't have a right to, like, be a dick about your preference.
Right.
Towards other people's preferences. That's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm wondering if that was actually, like, a little bit too super woke that they were intending.
Oh, man. It drives me crazy. I don't know why I do this, but you can't go into the discussion forums in any game on Steam without there being multiple threads about, is this game woke? And it's just people complaining
Yeah, it's
about...
like people automatically having like an embittered, like a knee-jerk embittered reaction against that. It's like, well, it might technically be woke, but depends on how extreme it is about it. So...
I think just...
It's really like the extremism either way that's annoying, not in and of itself bad.
Well, no, these people, it's like anything that's like, that promotes inclusivity at all is woke. Period. And they fucking throw a big-ass temper tantrum.
Like just throwing the name around?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They absolutely lose their mind over there's a gay couple, this game's woke. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick. It's like they are so angry that people, like a game developer, would put something like that in their game when it's just a part of life. Like, that is what happens. It's like, no, everybody in video games has to be straight. That's the only option.
Man, I got you going on this the way I got going on
Ryoko.
Okay, this really doesn't sound intimidating when you say this in, like, Claire's body. He's probably still saying it in his voice, though, which makes this weird. Not if I stop you.
Like those.
Okay, this is so immature, but yes, I am kind of giggling at that. Get out of Claire.
So I think that the same people I was just complaining about would probably consider this game woke, because it can be like construed that Valen in a woman's body is.
Oh, so what? Valen's got to be a transgender now?
Yeah, and so it's woke.
I just came for Claire.
The fucking look we gave each other.
You know what? I'm willing to actually bet there's a small chance if we play like the is there porn in this game? Does that game actually have a name? The Rule 34 game? Is that,
There's a Rule 34 game? No, it's just the... So, you know...
We've done that a couple of times. You're like, all right,
Right.
name something, and I bet you there's porn of it. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna look
absolutely.
It up.
Well, I mean...
And I know,
so,
I
you
know,
what?
I did think of a few things in the past that you actually could not find porn of. I'm willing to bet there actually is not porn of Claire from Threads of Fate.
Okay.
Or at the very least, there's a small chance.
I think it's more than small. I mean, you know that Rule 34 is not just a random number, right? There is a list of the rules of the internet, of which there are many, and the 34th rule is, if it exists, there's porn of it. And there's many rules.
I think I think one specific thing was actually from this game that I got you with. And it might have been way back when we did the LP of Mint Story 10 years ago. I said, let's see if there's actually porn of mint and pumpkins, and you actually couldn't find it.
Well, I mean,
Now I don't know if you did like a
like
super extensive search.
Like,
but
if you just look, here's the thing: there's plenty of mint, right? But like mint with pumpkins, you're getting into like the nitty gritty. Like
I figured chances are it would exist though, simply on account of like the big deal she makes out of them. That somebody would think like, okay, well, let's draw a sexual situation with mint and the stuff that she claims to hate so much.
The rule isn't about situations; it's just about people. Like, if this
so you can only play a game if you just say of a specific thing, not really this thing and something else, or in this kind of situation.
Well, I mean, you can do that, but that's going to lead in not finding things.
Oh wait, I actually hit the Claire thing, not
The Claire thing.
and you. Oh, gotta jump in unison with.
Nice.
Get back here! I think I gotta meet her like coming head on. Can't really come around to the
Oh
side.
yeah, I think you're about to spin.
Oh, I hate this. I hate it when he does that.
So how about he do it again? Oh no, it's bland.
She also has more HP than crap. And I was getting my jumps
Yeah,
messed up.
the timing was off.
It's like a domino effect, like in Guitar Hero when you mess up a note, you're like suddenly behind on every note after that.
Yeah.
But you can't like stop and correct yourself long enough because you're afraid, like subconsciously you're afraid of missing too many notes that way. Head on!
Apply directly to the forehead.
Aw,
Did you
he
just
killed
do
it.
it?
Yeah, the monster did.
Oh, you can interrupt it.
Ah, it was messing up my jumps. Crap, is he killing her again? Okay, there we go.
Wow. Good job.
Thanks. Alright, last battle. Ark! You know, if that actually is the real Claire, not just some copy he made to have a physical host, then didn't I just really fuck her up with my giant...
Well, you were breaking...
axe weapon?
No. You were hitting a crystal. Not her. Like, the crystal around her body. Like, you saw the blue crystal
okay.
every time you hit her. So
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was thinking, with that many hits and her being, like...
just a human.
Probably not having as much HP as I do, being an ordinary human, I probably, like, decapitated her by now.
Well, if she just breathes better, maybe.
Just focus on her breathing, and that can act as a blood clotter.
Yeah. You gotta feel it.
Even for fist-sized holes in your in your abdomen or your lungs.
Just.
So yeah, that's something that just happened in Demon Reference.
Demon
Reference?
Demon Reference.
Why did I say 10 Demon Slayer was the part we were watching a bit ago.
Yeah, no, his breathing didn't save him. He still absolutely died. So.
Well, yeah, but it saved, like, the main character guy. Tanjiro.
Well, he didn't have his like, a whole bunch.
It's still ridiculous to think,
just
like,
got
being
shanked with, like, a needle, like a stiletto.
You're not going to do so well just trying to breathe it out if
I'm
you got shanked.
I'm just saying there's a big difference between, like, a stiletto needle and, like, a giant forearm.
Oh yeah, I think actually Dollmaster comes by and saves me.
Brother!
Or maybe it was Mint. Maybe she did come here later, like with.
I think it's bad. Yeah.
God, it's weird how much. I mean, I know I played Ryu's Story a long time ago, but still, like, as many times I played this game before that, you know,
the time happens.
I still can't believe I forget this much.
Can't remember everything forever.
I will remember every single moment and line of dialogue and every square inch of space and all the dungeons and towns you visit in FF7. Maybe.
Really?
Well, I bet you out of all the games I've ever played, I remember the most details about Chrono Trigger in FF7.
All right. Final Fantasy VII. What's Zach's hometown?
Gongaga?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you got it. It's a Gongaga. They actually...
I was like, I knew Gongaga or Gongaga was the name of the
Gongaga.
area, but I don't remember if that was specifically the town at first.
Yeah, that's his hometown is Gongaga.
Also where you get Titan Materia. And it costs 42 MP to summon.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I guess... Never mind, it was not Mint.
It was Ruesian, aka the Dollmaster. You know, it's a good game.
It is.
And, hey, didn't, not Vandal Hearts, but, like, it was like...
Tactical RPG.
Shadow Hearts? Wasn't that also a Square game that came out in the same, like, as part of that Summer of Square
No.
thing?
The Summer of Square was Threads of Fate, Legend of Mana, and what was it? Right?
Yeah, look it up.
1990s. I don't remember which Summer of Square. Threads of Fate.
Wow, I can actually take a physical weapon to your spirit and it kills you in one hit. It's pretty sad, Valen.
Oh, that's why we don't remember. It was Threads of Fate, Legend of Mana, and Chrono Cross.
Chrono Cross came out at the same time as this game? Really?
Wait, I don't know.
I thought this game was actually a little bit after Chrono Cross. Like, Chrono Cross was like 1999, wasn't it? I thought this was 2000.
Yes. Square had billed Summer of 2000 Summer of Adventure beginning in June with Legend of Mana, followed in July by Threads of Fate, and topped off August with Chrono Cross.
why I brought up Shadowhawks in the first place.
I don't know.
But I think it was like, somebody said it was like either in the same universe or chronologically takes place before Kodelka.
Kodelka, oh yeah.
You know what? God, that was such a missed opportunity. Like, if the battle system just didn't suck so bad, and there were actually like scary aspects of it because it was advertised like a horror RPG, then it would have actually been really good.
It was a good premise, like
yeah. I actually think the voice acting was was really good, and it had like the most simplistic leveling up, but like it was so awesome. It was just totally customizable. Everybody gets 4 bonus points with every level gained. You can attribute a point to level up a particular stat any way you want it. You could choose anything was open, so you could totally make like a HP tank out of somebody, then a total mage,
yep.
But would be very fragile and not be good at physical attacks, and you could have your brawler or something like that.
Or it was whatever you want to make,
or just like, all around balanced. It was really dang good.
Yeah, that's how Dark Souls works. That's how Dungeons and Dragons works. I guess to a lesser extent, because you only get like points to attribute to your core stats every so many levels.
Well, you know what was stopping you from using that to become a god in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were dead.
You can block again.
And it's a good thing, too, because otherwise you could never survive this battle. So yeah, in like all of these attack, he's got like 4 different attack forms. And crap, I forgot you can't jump away because you're just gonna get sucked in. I need to like stay straight as he's chasing after me with that, which of course is totally easy because you're in a circular. And then here we are. It's like this is his only vulnerable part. And he dies in 5 hits. So it's pretty pathetic. Yes, I know I say that. I'm gonna lose this fight. Whatever. Okay, straight. Nope, can't quite make it. But it's like he's totally invincible. Except in that one attack form, so why doesn't he just never do it? Is he forced to assume it? No. I actually found it much harder to beat him this way with Mint because, like, that golden magic he used for Amaya's Book of Cosmos to absorb that attack and throw it back at him, it just didn't seem to, like, work like it should. It was almost like a crapshoot of whether when I pressed, like depressed the absorb button, the button I used to absorb it, that it just, like the magic just wouldn't release. So I would just be sitting there like a dunce. By the way, dude, you're making this fight go way faster than it needs to. Just want you to know that. No. Potion get. And immediately lost.
Potion get. Nice. Nice.
Woohoo! Alright, you can stop that now.
Well, you made a comment about it going too quickly.
He sure enough hurt me. Here we go. Last hit.
I mean, you gotta say, your HP was getting kind of low. Threads of Fate 2.
Wait, I didn't? Oh, well, I guess I don't need it because Claire's already back.
Yeah.
When Valen's spirit left her body, then she can be herself, I guess.
Luke?
Just make a little noise just for him.
Yeah.
Landing on his feet. Later, Claire.
Man.
What?
You
Maurice,
really
you
suck.
dead? Oh, please. You just use that as an excuse to, like, get your head close to her bosom.
Wow, really?
Just had to ruin it.
I mean, as a doll, is he even atomically correct? Does he have like genitals? Does he even have
Get the urge?
Does he eat?
I think so.
Does he process food?
She was, like, in the beginning of the game, when she was alive, she was talking about, like, hey, you gonna go hunting tomorrow so you can, like, bring back some animal meat and I'll make a stew for you?
Oh,
So, I guess he does eat.
I guess he does eat. Which makes me assume that he has plumbing, so... Never mind me. I'm a plumber. I plunge.
Oh yeah, and then she's like, so, where's the do prism? He's like, no can do.
Nokin Dukin.
Looks like your Hadouken was a Hadouken. Okay, yeah.
I've got to show you
Or
a video.
Or how about Hadouken? Okay, alright, dude, I get the point. Or no can duken.
There's a video of Akuma, like, keeping himself sexually aroused for, like, several months at a time without... Oh, no.
What?
Hold on. No, how that sounds.
I'm already having trouble following this.
No, it's funny, I swear.
Okay. I remember, like, shooting a Hadouken. Hadouken was like, is it Hadouken or Hadouken? Is there like an accent on the second syllable there?
Well, I mean,
But remember that, like, that,
Hadouken.
like those animated rap, like, music videos that, like, Ego Raptor would do, I think?
Yeah.
And, like, one of them was, like, the Ryu versus Ken rap battle.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Ryu was talking about shoot a load of Hadouken all over your face, and it clearly he was, you know, talking about.
Oh. God, I am going to... I love how we're having this conversation when we have literally no time. Like,
I mean, Rue claimed he had no time to beat those monsters. Well, if he just sat Claire down somewhere,
they would have been dead
and he
2 minutes ago.
Yeah, he would have beaten the monsters, and yeah.
What about him?
I don't know why. I just love Mint's pigtails and the stomp.
Nope. She's dead. Alright.
Okay, seriously, Mint, now you're just being annoying, because, like, your life is literally...
The Duke Prism was her life.
You know,
can't run quite as fast as you carrying, like, you know, another human.
Just fat piece of shit.
Well, Claire is a fat girl's name.
Wow, good way to bring it back. We can just see that cube right there. We just leave that up here.
Why did he turn back into a cube?
He ran out
I
of
mean, not
power.
that I'm complaining, but
He ran out of juice.
I think like Psycho Master bails me out here. Well, it's nice to know that she's having a moment where she actually cares about two other human beings. One she doesn't even know at all.
Wow, Rod's stronger than Mint.
Okay, well, instead of sitting around talking, pick up Mint, because you obviously slugged her for a reason.
Just because he doesn't like her.
Oh.
Leaves her corpse up here and flies away.
It looks like you can slide in through some openings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, according to Falcor, the fact that you tried even though you failed is good enough. Nah, I managed to breathe my fatal wound that you gave me back closed.
Yeah. That's... It's what Rusian would have wanted.
That fortress was dumb. I do like the way...
Now it looks a lot better.
It reminds me of like the shatter transition when you do battle in Xenogears, which I always liked.
Absolutely. Game? Okay.
I just now looked over at that screen for the first time since we started this, and I just had a split second of nervousness,
No,
all this time.
I've been glancing at it.
Okay.
I've been on top of it.
You should have said something.
I'm glad he found his hat.
Alright, I got a crazy question.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have any stake in it, but
Yeah.
just thought it'd be funny. Would you do Mel?
Depends on how old is she.
I'm guessing 20's minimum, actually. Does anybody even have ages in this game?
Does not seem to be the case.
no fashionista by a long shot, but I just now noticed the giant ribbon is green. That really clashes with the rest of her outfit.
Yeah.
This green just does not go with the rest of the generally warm colors that she's wearing.
I suppose not. I guess Fancy Mel ain't so fancy. You don't do an apostrophe S on a name that ends in S.
I actually don't remember being taught the grammar rule on that.
If it
Even
ends,
in a college composition class. So is it actually officially like if
Yeah.
it's one S at the end?
you just put an apostrophe.
But is it like the opposite for two S's though? You actually do add an apostrophe S to that, or is it still just apostrophe?
I think it's still just apostrophe. I don't know. I think it's still just apostrophe.
I just thought of my job is done here, Trojan man.
Bye.
I like the smell a lot better than I like the Mel from Chrono Cross.
Yeah, because Mel was this like
Wasn't she like
she
this
was Maka's
super-
daughter that was her entire personality.
Yeah, like that's that's a lot of characters in your party, possible characters you can get. Just who else do they know? Like
Yeah.
who are they related to? Who are they friends with or whatever?
It's like Maka was already a boring character, and Mel's character is Mel's character is she's Maka's daughter. Like,
Because Maka is basically just known as
A mom.
Korcha's mom.
yeah,
So there's like degrees of separation, which just causes me to like, there's definitely a point in which I'm just not going to care at all about. Who are you? Oh, Marco.
it's just like there's some of the most uninspired, boring, pointless characters in Chrono Cross. Like, it seems like for every Glenn or Viper or Riddell, there's people like
What was that about?
Mojo and fucking Turnip.
It wasn't even that much. I don't know. Maybe I just need to go through it again and get a greater appreciation. But I didn't think there was really anything about Glenn either, other than, ooh, it's supposed to remind you of Frog from Chrono Trigger because
No,
his name was Glenn.
He's got some stuff with Radius and what's his face? Radius.
Well, a lot of those guys like were in the same group of like knights or whatever. the Dragoons and,
they're the Dragoons.
like Radius and Karsh and
Korcha.
Glenn and
Well,
the ghost guy that you fight who was really freaking hard.
yeah,
in the Isle of
Garai.
the Damned, yeah.
Garai, yeah.
Then there was that other dead guy.
It's
Darius,
like that was the funniest
or-
thing. Like, there were already enough barriers trying to get to the Dead Sea, but you finally get there, and the evil sword Masamune is there. It's just there and in your way, and you can't get past it. It's too evil. And the way to dispel it is like, because Radius used that sword to kill Garai, the only way to dispel the sword is going to Garai's tomb and beat up Garai again. And somehow doing that and coming back dispels the mask. I mean, like, what? What are you talking about?
Like, in a way, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Like, wasn't there a kind of redemption Radius was trying to seek for that? It's like, well, you're killing your best friend all over again.
Yeah, no, he was absolutely looking for Garai's forgiveness, right? But like, I mean, that's besides the point.
But it's like the fact that you have to murder him again in order to.
And why him? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's in the story that Masamune has like this evil presence that causes anybody who wields it to like turn evil and kill, someone close to them, right? So surely Garai is not the only victim of the Masamune sword. So like, why is he the one that can dispel it? Why is his soul like? Is it anybody's soul? Like, it's like it was just a pointless thing to be in the way.
Because I kill you. It's basically what Duke's doing right now.
Slam.
Did you guys pay off your hotel bill, or are you
Of course not. They're skipping down.
Yeah.
Because it's like monkey's paw. It's not exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, I mean, some people would argue that being a vegetable for the rest of your life is actually even worse than
worse
death.
Than death, yeah.
That, like, just pulling the plug would actually put you out of a certain kind of misery.
You're right. I like you.
What?
I like Duke.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean despite the fact it was so bustling every time we came in here and you were serving no one?
Man, why you always, like, hate on Annette every time you basically
Oh, hey, there's smoking blood.
Yeah, we already talked about it. It's like, you basically got to make her feel like her life is worth nothing every time I talk to her.
I don't think she's in a deep sleep. I think she's comatose. Like,
I don't know, just without thinking about it, I was like, Claus is in here looking for drugs.
Look, Mantis needs to get high.
You just see him like snorting a line back, like kind of locking himself away, so that Elena and
Honey, 1 second.
Okay, I'm ready to go. Oh, okay. She did the collar thing one last time.
That was your last collar thing.
Let's just do that now. I think there's like a lot of people right now who are not medically qualified professionals, like messing with Claire will probably only making things worse, if any.
Yeah, maybe we go to East Heaven and see what the professionals have to say, yeah?
Oh, nope, she did it again.
Yep, nope, there it is, yep. We never got to see Maya in Mint's kingdom. Like, we never got a single glance at it. Or, no, it started off, like, you start Mint off in her like inside the castle or something, but that's it.
Yeah. Would have been nice if they made like other games in this universe.
Yeah.
Or direct sequels, maybe, to where you would be exploring East. Kind of like the Marvel Kingdom thing with Rhapsody and the other games that take place in
that world. You can never leave.
This became like the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. Well, let's go talk to Rod.
Yeah. And this town's about to get a lot more boring.
Oh yeah, I meant to say this earlier when I was talking about Evil Dead 2. I was actually kind of intending to lead up to, because I made you watch Cinema Snob's review of Evil Dead, see if you agreed with him, like on good points and bad points. I was
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And I was like, hey, didn't you always tell me that like the remake of Evil Dead from about 10 years ago was good?
Yeah, it was alright.
And you said, but you don't need to, it's not like a must see.
Yeah.
Well, I went ahead and just looked it up on Amazon like shortly after I got back from here. And it was free, so I was like, oh okay.
Alright.
And
yeah, it's alright. Like,
and I think what in particular I really liked, like whoever that was that played the main girl,
Ash.
Yeah. Like I just remember like she had this really good moment of acting. Like I am totally convinced that this girl is scared shitless. Like after she had her encounter with the forest, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
And she came back and she was like just in her room alone, and everybody thinking like she's just going through withdrawal over the drug addiction.
Yeah.
And she, like, when her brother went in there to check on her, she was trying to. She was like, "There is something here." Like the way her eyes bugged out and she was shivering. I'm like, "This is really like."
Yeah.
This just particular moment of acting really sold it to me. I can't stop gushing about how well she acted that particular scene out. So.
And
For that alone, it was worth seeing.
I mean, it's 2 hours of your time. Yeah. Remember the needle in the eye part?
Yeah, and I gotta give that guy credit. He survived quite a beating.
Yeah.
The needle in the eye, among other things, before finally giving up the ghost. I was like, okay, I gotta handle this guy. He's an idiot for reading, from a book made out of flesh that's bound in like chains and barbed wire and like stuck in a, like wrapped tightly in a garbage bag. It's like everything about this book is screaming, "Don't touch me." But
yeah, and I think the next Evil Dead movie was also interesting. I don't think it was as good, but I also don't think it was bad. So, and that's the newer one.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise. Was that it?
Yeah. There's actually some pretty spooky shit in there.
Gonna miss you, Rod.
Yeah, Rod's good people.
You kind of dress a little flamboyantly, but other than that, you're an okay guy.
Man, he can wear whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh, I thought you were leading up to like, I find him sexy, whatever he wears.
I'd rip him out of those clothes.
Please tell me you didn't adopt Prima Doll in this version. Yes, you did.
It happens in both, dude.
I was just hoping against hope that somehow I was remembering it wrong and it didn't happen in Rue's story. Well, let's bust out the clips. The Nutty Professor clips.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I gotta be fair. I didn't think he said anything stupid yet in this scene. I actually kind of empathize with his excitement to see Rue and alive and well, and the fact that he himself was revived again from his sleep in a box. You know, it's like Jack in a Box, except you're asleep in a box. Oh yeah, I remember. It was something dumb, like actually Claire already is awake, and Mint and Elena are like fixing her up for their big reunion. Like, okay, you know, maybe she just wants to see Rue right away and doesn't really care about whether she looks dolled up or not. I'm pretty sure he'll be satisfied with her appearance no matter what.
No one cares.
I hate that pose you're in right now. I just want you to know that, Prima Doll. Huh?
Right, but he's an immortal being, right? Like, everyone he knows and loves is going to get old and die, and he's always going to be a child.
Well, I remember we talked about that before. We were like wondering, well, maybe like they eventually have expiration dates on them.
Yeah.
So that they go to sleep again and can't be revived this time, or just totally break down, like physically, like they were in a cube trap.
Oh wow! All right, well,
like just freeze in place and then just slowly, like little box-shaped piece by box-shaped piece, just crumbles. By the way, the Cube movies are stupid. Don't watch them. Oh, it's not Mint and Elena. It's Mom and Elena.
I don't remember what else there is to do.
He said go get a breath of fresh air.
Oh.
Well, it's automatic. Yeah, I kind of deserve it. See, you know, I've been doing all the fighting in this game. Gone through several dangerous dungeons. Did a boss rush at the very end, ending with a guy who at least thought he was a god.
But died in 5 hits.
Yeah. That's kind of where I was ultimately getting at. But even so, tends to tax a fellow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can get you a little winded.
Will you be my minister of dog walking if I actually take over the world? That's what she said before. Okay, this is a little bit annoying.
They keep saying things that like set up a sequel, you know?
Yeah.
How cool would a sequel have been that actually had 2-player co-op where you could play as Mint and Rue at the same time with a friend?
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Assuming they have better hit detection than Secret of Mana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know you told me what's really happening, but still,
it still feels bad.
Yeah. Where else? Oh, well, we can go in here and see if the old lady at the desk says anything.
Beer.
I like this last chapter. It's called "I'll See You Soon." It's almost like saying, yeah, one character is saying to the other characters, "I'll see you again in the next game."
In the sequel. That's
Yeah, we're suddenly finding all these little ways that it really feels like they're teasing a sequel. What does Doyle have to say? Oh, he's not here.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google Threads of Fate too, see if there's ever even like a plan.
Wait. Psycho Master's alive? Well, okay. Oh, here's Doyle the priest.
No, there's not really any kind of information towards a real sequel.
Crap. Can't think of it. No, went by there.
Maybe is that enough to go back? Just to have that conversation with Mint? Yeah.
Cool.
Look, it's really hard to wash someone who's comatose. Please just give us some more time.
Sorry, we literally needed just 2 more minutes to fix her hair.
That's really what you... It's actually Mode Master.
Okay, well, it makes this a little bit better if that was actually Claire's request. I don't know why she would be this bunged up about seeing Rue again, but okay. Well, you know, I've been dead. Gotta get used to being alive again. He said something dumb.
Yeah.
I'm putting the clip there.
Then shh.
Oh god, I read that too fast. I thought she was saying while she was like asleep, Mom and I prettied her up. I'm like, you were messing with a girl's like potentially new body, like
Yeah.
while she's not even conscious. But she just said no while she was hesitating. Doing kind of a weird Silent Hill shake on the head.
And Prima Doll having some really like out of character foresight there, like situational awareness.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking right now?
What?
Remember Kindergarten Cop at the end when like his like he like comes back after, you know, having been in the hospital for like being shot during like Act 3, and at the very end he comes back to his class and everybody, you know, his girlfriend, who was like a teacher across the hall or whatever, notices a commotion come from his classroom, goes in, is like, and so we got to have like the big hero kiss at the end that, you know, hey, you're okay. And like one of the kids in class goes, uh-oh, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about sex, but it's just
kissing, yeah.
I'm thinking like, that'd be Prima Doll right now. Uh-oh, they're gonna do it. Yeah, you used to be a mindless doll with no will of your own when I last knew you. What? I think that was an offer for a hug.
Like a doll.
Just keep reminding him.
Yeah.
You'll break his spirit one day.
Yeah.
You know, guys, read the room and, like, leave.
Go away. Leave.
I think this is kind of meant to be like a private. You know, Prima Doll's just doing it on purpose because he's a douche.
Yeah.
And Elena just
Does not have social
She
awareness.
doesn't. She doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to hug? Or is this like, does that, you know, ruin our G rating?
Rod's like, yeah.
Tap that ass. You know, by the power of suggestion, it's kind of getting to me too when you start complaining about the white screen.
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, Lantis was like shielding his eyes, like, come on.
Hey, we did it, man.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay!
Claire's hands are like even more featureless than everybody else's.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Alina kind of matches it.
Yeah, she doesn't have fingers. She just have meat clubs.
She's like, ooh, is that a camera? What is that?
Oh,
What?
well, you popped out of the snapshot. Cat. Hey, it's your boy Duke.
You know, remember that time that, speaking of the big fat cat, remember that time we were in North Jackson, like, the first time, and you're like, hey, look at that weird bug over there. What is that? And I'm like, I don't know, just, like, flip it off. And he went, it's like, never mind, I'll do it. And, like, the way it just instantly latched on to my finger, and I was like, I'm actually thinking, I was surprised I didn't, like, at least, I didn't even so much as jump, but I could totally see myself screaming like a girl when, like, this cat that, like, the only cat that hangs around my apartments that's, like, real friendly, actually, like, goes up and actively, like, tries to cuddle you. Like, it totally sneaked up behind me when I was, like, cleaning out my car earlier today.
Yeah.
And I just felt just something, like, wrapping around my leg.
You're
And
like,
I just looked down, and it was just the cat. Just came up to snuggle, even though I didn't call to it, didn't even look at it, didn't know it was there.
That.
Oh, really? You could have had any of your 4 weapons to display here, and you had to pick the dumbest looking one.
Yuichi Kikuchi. That's a. This seems like it shares a lot of syllables.
I think I'm going to take my rating that I've always had up until now. This game is always an 8.5. I think I'm going to take it down to 8.25.
Yeah. Alright.
I just remember, like, noticing how not... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, dude, you were, like, such a minor character. Why you even show up in the credits? But, I don't know. The platforming seems a bit sloppy.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that, like, sometimes trying to hit multiple enemies, like, you end up just kind of gravitating to the one you weren't trying to hit, like, that kind of thing. I don't know. It takes it down just a little bit. So what do you give it?
I don't know, around the same. I probably, like, if I was being, like, if I only played this for a first time recently, I'd probably give it lower, because I do admit there's probably some, like, nostalgia goggles that I'm not able to take off. But, I mean, like, it's really short. Like, it's a real short game. Even if you play both campaigns, you're looking at, like, less than 20 hours.
Yeah.
And this is when you buy a Square game, especially back in the 90s, you're expecting, like, 20 hours to just be, like, the first, like, third, maybe even a quarter of a game, right?
I don't know how I remember this, but that actually didn't go for Final Fantasy VII. Like, among the first, say, 4 or 5 times I played it, so this probably wasn't even a full year after it first came out.
Yeah.
I just distinctly remember, I don't know if I was trying to speedrun or if I really was just going casually, but
It was 2000.
was so familiar with everything, I just went through that fast. But I distinctly remember making a save at the end of disc 1, which is like 60% of the way through the game, if not 2/3, assuming you don't do optional quests or anything.
Yeah.
Like, the timer was 11 hours and something. I was like, whoa, how'd I get here that fast? Because, like, my very first time through the game, just to get outside of Midgar, I remember it took a little over 6 hours. I was, like, working on it all night after. It was, like, a Friday after I got out of school, and I was working on it till about 11 midnight, so maybe 6.5 hours. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Threads of Fate.
Threads of Fate. Good stuff.
Root story. Finally did it after, like, 10 years later.
Yep.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time for Final Fantasy VII mod.
Yeah.
That's supposed to make the game harder.
Yep.
Finally doing that.
Yep.
Alright.